Considering video games are an escape from the endless bleak monotony of everyday existence, it's ironic that sometimes they offer an escape from themselves too. It's like some meta distraction inception. We're distracted from real life and then distracted from our little pixel life in turn. Whether it's the lure of minigames, neat little interactive features, or just really nice water graphics. Hey Rob? Taking a minute to smell the rosies is just common courtesy, to be honest, especially when the developers have gone to the effort of making them. It's like when you go to record a Friday feature on your laptop and get to try out all the camera filters before getting stuck in. There's just so many. Look, pizza on my head. Oh, great fun. Ooh, mustache. I bet Rob would love these.
Oh, for goodness sake, what has she done here? How do you turn this off? I don't want to be wearing a flower. How do I turn this off? What? Oh, for crying out loud, let's just get on with the list. Open world games are a buffet of delicious choices for the easily distracted. That's right, I said open world. Can you guess what game is coming up next? That's right, I'm talking about Skyrim again, whilst looking like a pig now apparently. And no, I don't mean the idle joys of figuring out all the delightful ways you can kill Nazim, this time at least, but something far more unexpectedly engrossing. The libraries and libraries of books made especially for the Elder Scrolls, where lesser games might stack their bookshelves with the simple idea of books, dusty rectangular shapes you can look at but not into. The Elder Scrolls has made a habit of painstakingly crafting a world of literature you can crack open and get reading anytime you fancy slowing the pace down and settling in for a grand tale. You've got tomes of power, histories of the land, and best of all, reams of fantasy fiction that would be brilliant to read just on their own, never mind the fact they're all hidden away inside a game already bulging with hundreds of hours of quests. Sometimes you're rewarded with a new mission or a useful piece of knowledge, but for me, the simple thrill of finding a great story eclipses all of that. This is all just one big preamble to the fact I'm still waiting for the Lusty Argonian Maid Volume 3, to be honest.
Animals make everything better in life. They just do. Seeing them, petting them, cuddling them, making weird noises at them, they just make life better. In fact, talking about pets, have I ever told you about Angus, who is the lord of my family? Angus is the...
Rosie! You're supposed to be talking about games. Will you please remain professional?
Yes, boss, sorry, boss, right away, boss! The world could be in the worst state imaginable, but if there's an animal around, none of that matters. Great examples being petting them, like the Varan in Mass Effect 2.
Good Varan.
Famously, having a moment with the giraffes in The Last of Us.
Hurry up. Come on.
But one which I fondly look back on is chilling with the monkeys in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I was very happy when I saw the monkeys. You remember that moment when Nadine excitedly said,
Fraser, over here. Look.
What? What is it?
Monkeys.
You seem excited.
I like monkeys.
This was me. Chloe had to stop what she was doing and be one with the monkeys, looking at every single one, talking to them, trying to cuddle them, and talking about them. The Tusk of Ganesh? Not important. This is the real best treasure in the game. And I could stay here forever.
What is this place?
You got me.
What better way to escape reality than with a game that prides itself on its realism?
But seriously, video games' commitment to crafting the most accurate models ever are a distraction in their own right. A welcome one, of course, as the wonder of seeing something as detailed as Red Dead Redemption's light through ear cartilage is nothing short of awesome. However, I ask you this, dear viewers, can you play a cool little tune on a piece of ear cartilage?
I mean, I guess if you're Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs, but normally no. What the rest of us can play a cool little tune on, though, is the acoustic guitar from The Last of Us Part 2.
Naughty Dog made a whole instrument that actually works. Considering this is mostly a game about hate, revenge, and turning people's faces inside out with shotguns, being able to sit down and fingerpick your way through actual songs, everything from Hotel California to Californication, and also some other non-California related songs, is such a wholesome addition, it almost brings a tear to my eye. It's not just a button-mashing mini-game either. This is a fully realised guitar with chords that react to the way you move your fingers on the touchpad, for no other reason than it's cool.
I keep this kazoo in the office for the same reason. You're welcome, everyone.
Okay, right, I'm done with the filters. I'm done with those. No more distractions. It is time to get serious. Serious and spooky. You'd think in horror games, the less things taking your attention away from the main narrative, the better. They want to herd you through the gates of hell, or hell houses at least. So stopping like some macabre tourist to take in the flaming architecture and corpse piles isn't going to go down well with the beasties waiting patiently round the corner.
Where is she? It's been hours. It does not take this long to get past the bridge of eternal pain.
I'll tell you where I am, Monsters of Blair Witch on PS4. I'm messing around with my cool 90s Nokia mobile phone. Not only does it do all those fun olden day things like text messages and calls, but developer Bloober Team have blessed Blair Witch, of all games, with a phone that can play Cobra Masters. Doesn't ring any bells? Then hark as I call out a name many of you will be familiar with. Snake. Yes, the relentless pixel-consuming line has been put into this game as a no-biggie addition, just for fun. And just like the first time it came out, far too much time has been spent staring at the tiny little green screen instead of doing anything productive.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Snake is really addictive, to be fair. Now, there's been a lot of talk about environmental distractions on this list, so allow me to dive right in and splash around in the joys of the most important one there is. Photo mode! Photo mode pictures of water. Plenty of games out there could be photography simulators in their own right with the magnificence of their photo modes, but none embody the countless hours spent taking pictures in sheer awe of what's in front of the lens, quite like Ghost of Tsushima. Where else can you take your own cinematic snap of a samurai staring pensively into the distance at a shrine as leaves flutter around him? Oh, the drama! Nowhere I'd care to see. The ability to create what can only be described as your very own feudal Japan painting is nearly as breathtaking as the exquisite main story itself, and you can easily spend hours lining up your Jin Sakai just right as you go full paparazzi on his adventures through Tsushima, especially when you get to a perfectly still lake, or the rippling tides of the ocean, or a gorgeous cascading waterfall placed so tantalizingly you simply have to use it as a background. Beautiful enough to frame, that one.
Hello, and welcome to my new game, How Many Things Can We Put on Yagami's Head? But what's even better than pretending to put things on your head? Actually putting things on your head. Thank you to whoever invented the game mechanic to put hats on characters. You are a world saviour. How can you cope with being in a world filled with monsters, death and blood? Put little top hats on the messengers. They are all gentlemen, and I am their lady in waiting. I'm about to play a game of Among Us, and I want to be an crewmate with style. What should I do? I'm in a wonderful world having the best time with the cutest little helpers. How can it get better than this? Hats in games are incredibly distracting because first you need to see how they all look on your character, then decide which one you want, then test out in the field, only to go back, put on a different hat and test that one out in the field, and by the time you've decided, you go, what was I doing? But each time a prompt to wear a hat comes up, you bet I'm spending way too long deciding which one to wear and forgetting about everything bad that's happening.
Sometimes you just want to get home from work, pour yourself a nice frosty drink, and shoot some explosive barrels through a zero-G hoop on a distant space mining rig.
Luckily, Deep Rock Galactic lets you experience that very specific scenario in up to 4-player co-op. After a hard day shooting cave monsters, mining precious materials, and completing tasks on the most hostile planet in the Outer Rim, you can take a trip to the built-in bar on your base and order a round of Oily Oaf brews for you and your dwarven pals to celebrate with.
Or, a Leaf Lover special if that's more your thing.
Turn on the jukebox, crack out some banging moves, hell, even grab a barrel and launch it through the nearby shipping hoop, or whatever it is, if you're feeling wild and crazy enough. You can even earn a trophy for getting smashed and throwing yourself through said hoop, which is the most righteous understanding of what players actually do with their time during these games I've ever seen.
Rob died! Yay! He did it! He did it! I could spend hours here, and I have spent hours here. It's just good wholesome fun with no terrifying cave exploration and no killer bug expeditions. And that's the kind of fun I like.
Oh my god, you guys, I just got like 40 points in Cobra Masters. Wait, we finished? Oh, okay, I guess I'll just wrap up then. What wonderful tangents do you take in games? What distractions have stolen the most time from you when you should be saving the world? Or voicing the Friday feature? Let us know in the comments below. As always, this has been PlayStation Access. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more PlayStation goodness, and we'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching.